It's 2026. Downloading Blender takes mere seconds and render engines offer near instant perfection. Yet, most artists are still spinning their wheels, stuck with the same mistakes from years ago. If I were starting from scratch today, I would never make these 5 major mistakes that waste time, energy, and raw processing power. Drawing from my background in machining, I'm going to show you how to think functionally, not just visually, to save 5 years of your career and stand out in the industry. Welcome to Blend Tweaks. Let's take a time travel journey into the world of Blender. My first and biggest mistake, trying to build a massive open world or a Pixar quality short film before I'd even mastered the basic tools. This is the ultimate motivation trap for beginners. In 2026, my strategy would be small steps, big victories. Focus on projects you can actually finish and add to your portfolio in 2 or 3 days, like this isometric room you're watching now. Every finished project sends a success signal to your brain and accelerates your learning curve. Remember, you don't climb Everest without learning how to hike the hill in your neighborhood without gasping for air. Build your finishing muscle first, the rest will follow. If you're still saying, I have to do everything the old-fashioned way, placing every polygon by hand, you're already obsolete in 2026. AI is no longer an option. It's a necessity. Not using AI tools for texturing, complex retopology, or even reference searching is like trying to turn a screw by hand when you have a high-end power drill. Just as a machinist chooses the most efficient tool for the job, so should you. Don't reject technology. Master it. Use AI to handle the grunt work so you can save your energy for the parts that actually require true artistic creativity. In my professional life, I'm a machinist, and I can tell you this for a fact. Scale is everything. Don't make a sofa the size of a skyscraper in Blender and then wonder why your lighting looks blown out or why the scene feels fake. Especially if your work touches 3D printing or technical production, millimeter precision is vital. Render engines operate based on real-world physics. If your scale is wrong, the light bounce and shadow fall off will be wrong too. Make using Blender's unit system a reflex. You can't trick physics or light, they always know the truth. Making a scene look pretty in a final render isn't enough. You must make that scene workable. Using millions of unnecessary polygons or slapping 8K textures on every small object is a total rookie move in 2026. Learn the logic of instances, proper retopology techniques, and scene management from day one. Work efficiently like a machine. No matter how powerful your hardware is, a poorly optimized scene will slow down your creative flow. Saving render time isn't just about the computer, it's literally saving hours of your life. Cube.001, Cube.057. These names are the graveyard of a project. In the world of 2026, you must work professionally with the asset browser and library logic. A clean outliner and well-named collections aren't just an obsession, they are the key to speed. If you don't want to waste time searching for objects when you reopen a project a month or a year later, give every piece an identity. Build your own library. Don't reinvent the wheel every time. Working organized is the clearest difference between a professional artist and a hobbyist. Blender isn't a destination, it's a constantly evolving journey. I'm here at Blend Tweaks to help you make this journey smarter, more technical, and faster. What do you think is the biggest mistake a 3D artist can make in 2026? What have your experiences been? Let's dive deep into the comments. For more technical content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll go even deeper. Peace.